Hey everybody, how are you tonight on this Saturday night, the middle of the night? I just want to welcome everyone to my channel, and I want to thank anybody who's here, and I just want to tell all of you, I appreciate all my subscribers, I appreciate the comments, and I thank you for hanging out with me. My channel's not monetized. I wanted to talk about Summer Wells' case since I first heard of it. And I don't know, she just really got my heart. So I just like talking about her, and I like talking about what I think happened. And I know that none of us are going to solve this. I don't believe that YouTubers are going to solve the Summer Wells case, okay? And I don't think anyone of the creators has a YouTube corner. They have the corner on this, like, well, I did this video where I got this interview, and I'm sorry, but I don't really care. I mean, I'm glad that you got it. This is not a competition, and this is not some kind of pageant show. But some people, I don't know what they think, but so I was watching AB Live tonight, AB Balance, I think his channel is called now, and I was dying laughing, you guys. I'm sorry, but he made some great points, and it was so funny that I started laughing so hard that I started coughing, sneezing, and then wanting to pee my pants. I was laughing so hard, I am not kidding you, because, normally when I watch Prayer Garden, because I do sometimes, because I need to find out the information, see what she's got to say, and I just want to say this right now. I don't really have a problem with PG. I don't know if she tells the truth or not. I know that she sometimes exaggerates on some things, but I don't have a problem with her, other than that I call her Swear Garden because she likes to swear a lot. She swears like a sailor, and I was cracking up on her tonight because I heard her video earlier, and she said, she was live earlier, and she goes, oh, Candace's mother, Grandis, was up on channel swearing, just terrible profanity. And I'm thinking, look at you, I mean, listen, I don't care if PG swears. She can swear all she wants, but it's like hypocritical is all I'm saying, I'm not offended by her swear words, but sometimes she can get carried away with them. But she does make me laugh when she starts going on saying, I have no idea. Well, no idea. And turn up the volume and instead of the volume. Just different words that she mixes up, and she just kills me, okay? Seriously. She makes me laugh, just some of the stuff she says, because she misspells things, and then she laughs at, makes fun of other people. And so I just think PG can be a little bit hypocritical there, because she says, oh, don't make fun of nobody else, or, it's not nice, and then she goes and does it, or don't swear, but she does it, you know what I mean? Anyways, that cracked me up. Check out AB Balance Live. I thought it was funny tonight, and sometimes I get a chance to watch him. He's an alright guy. I mean, he's like his own little entrepreneur. He's got his little business going, and you can't discredit him for that. Whatever he's doing, he's making like for sore muscles, like balm for your hands. So anyways, he seems like an alright guy. I don't really know him, but he cracks me up sometimes. But he made a lot of good points that PG can be so hypocritical, you know. And he made a lot of good points about these people over there. I am telling you, it feels like you entered into another world when you go over there, one of their lives. It's like drama, gossip slash everyone talking over each other, and it's crazy, it's chaotic. I can't make any sense. So I don't listen too much to that channel, and I'll just make a disclaimer here. I have nothing against Miss Daisy either. She aggravates me right now only because she's supporting Don and Candace Wells. And I think just because she's a nice lady, and I think they just kind of pulled the wool over her eyes. And also her friends over there. And they had Margie on, and White Boy Lockdown had Margie on. And I'm sorry, I do not believe Margie. I don't believe her story. You know, and isn't it something that Don Wells and all these people got to get, you know, witnesses out to say, oh no, Don, you know, my dad's so great. Really? Really, Margie? I'd like to know from you, how come we've never heard him mention your name except for when he said he gave you kudos for being raped by your step brother or whatever? So that's the only thing we've ever heard about you, Margie. And we did hear that you lived in a dirty, filthy, abusive situation. And it seems like if Don was really, if you were Daddy's girl, that we would have heard more about you through Don. So, whatever, Margie. Usually people don't come on YouTube channels, especially if they are a victim of certain things. They're not going to come on a channel and try to defend their father. But for some reason you are. Maybe he offered you some money. Maybe whatever, you're in cahoots with him, who knows. But I didn't buy Margie's story, I'm sorry. But there are some important things that disturb me that I thought that I should bring up tonight. Number one, it's not the main thing I want to talk about, but I want to show you something here. And I want to explain something to you. Chasing Truth is on Daisy's channel here, Crazy Crime Critters on the Farm, okay?
About all these freaking people you fight.
And she's on there saying, I never fought with you, I never said anything. But Daisy's saying, which I believe Miss Daisy, listen, I believe Miss Daisy because Chasing Truth has gotten into arguments, you know, in the comment sections with me before, because she does not want anyone to say anything inappropriate that could have happened to Summer. She doesn't want people talking about SA. She doesn't want to hear the rape word. She doesn't want to hear any of that. And she's going to come against or argue with people who do, because she does not like that. And she did not like that video of Candace saying he's trying to her, whatever. I did not even get into that much because I don't even know what it says. It sounded like that to me, but I'm not going to go there. That's a rabbit hole I am not going to go down because we don't have no proof of exactly what she said there. But it wouldn't surprise me, you guys. It would not surprise me. And I don't care if Chasing Truth gets mad at me, but here she is on here arguing with Miss Daisy tonight in the live about, you know, her saying that, and Miss Daisy's trying to defend herself and say, well, I never brought it up. I didn't know about it till now. Excuse me, but I'm going to say something to Chasing right now. If you follow Chasing, that's fine. You know, she can sometimes have an enjoyable video. She talks about different crime. I don't have nothing against her either. But here's the thing. she needs to realize that Don Wells has talked worse about his daughter than anybody else. And the things that we heard that are filthy, we heard out of his mouth. We heard him talk about his children in sexual undertones. And so I don't know why you're on this high horse to go try to defend this and try to defend Don Wells. I don't believe you're trying to protect anybody except for Don and Candace Wells. Now you say, oh no, I'm not in defense of them. Yes, you are. From the beginning, you have hopped on lots of panels and you have basically acted like you felt sorry for Don and Candace and pitied them. And you say, well, I don't even talk about Summer on my channel. Well, maybe not on your channel right now, but you go on a lot of people's live panels. I've seen you on Benny Keys. I've seen you, I believe it was Shares. I see you on Tiffany Marie's. I've seen you on these channels. And, you know, so you can't say, you know, I know you like to put yourself out of the picture, but you have said things and you have argued with creators. So, but I'm not trying to cut down chasing. I've listened to her videos. I don't have a problem with her other than she gets very defensive and ignorant to people if they even mention that. But I really don't care what she thinks of me or what she wants to say to me because I'll argue with her back. She needs to go to talk to Don and Candace Wells about that kind of stuff because Don's the one who brings it up. But anyway, speaking of Candace, right here in her own words tonight, I want you to hear what she's saying. If you haven't heard it on Crazy Crime Critters channel, listen right here. Here's Candace.
Right. See, this is Candace, y'all. This is the Candace I was telling y'all about.
And yeah, I'm not getting in trouble with judge and the lawyer and all that for being online. But you know what? That's okay. Because you know what? I'm standing up for Summer and Summer only.
Amen. Amen. See you all.
That is my beautiful little girl. And I hate the world that everybody's got to fight about it. Why can't we just all get along and work together?
Mm-hmm. I'm willing to. I am. I agree 100% with you, Candace.
You know, and I'm sorry, if PG don't like me, that's okay. I don't care if she likes me. You know, that's cool, but don't throw me under the bus because you really don't know who I am in my heart.
Right, right. And I
you
have
don't know how I feel. You don't know what I go through every day. I mean, not saying Daisy and Jason and all y'all, but I'm saying PG doesn't know because she wants to hate on me so bad because I don't know why, but she just does because she hears all this bullshit about me.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't see you crying like we see you crying, Candace. We see you crying behind the scenes, and
I know Jason's seen me cry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can go watch Miss Daisy's if you want to watch the whole thing. But I just wanted you to see that she said she's not supposed to be up on panels. She's not supposed to be on the media. I don't believe so at all. And here she says, I don't care if the judge gets mad at me or if I get in trouble for this, because she wants to get in this argument with these girls because, she's got to get in on this and talk about it because she can't not say nothing to these girls. They're defending her, so she had to get right in there. So anyways, you guys, so much for keeping the judge's orders, right? So they both have been going on different panels in their chat, so they're full of it, and they're calling YouTube creators. I didn't listen to this whole thing tonight. I only listened to that one part, but I wanted to show you something that I think is important. Hold on here. Okay. I gotta find her channel for a minute. Excuse me. I really got myself worked up coughing tonight. Man, laughing so hard it was ridiculous. I gotta get to her because I wanted you to see something. Okay. So Prayer Garden, she does this video, and this is what disturbs me. And I wanted to come on here and talk to all my subscribers and anybody who watches me and all YouTube creators, because I'm not sure how many of you caught this, but PG came against Pamela Wells and was saying that she lied, right? But I just want you to hear a few minutes of this, and then I want to talk about it. So let's go to this video right now. Hold on. I gotta get past her little thing here. See if I can get past that.
Like, I don't even know what was up with that. Like, this lady completely turned the table, right? I mean, she went from foe to friend for some odd reason.
So remember, she's talking about Pamela Wells, and this is the name of the video, Pamela Tell the Truth. You're the one that started this rumor. Looks like it was 6 days ago. Okay.
Because Tim Mullins might have cut her a check. Who knows?
Okay, hold on.
Who knows? I mean, and that's my opinion. But for someone to spin the table like that, something ain't right, right? Something ain't right. Because I know for a fact.
Right here,
I
listen.
asked Donald about selling Mary. You know what Mary was saying back when, all about Donald, and I would question him about everything. Right? Mary's saying this. What's up with that? And at that particular time, Donald was being pretty honest, because he was like, yeah, Jeannie called me, when I got out of jail. I was with this other woman, and she called me on the phone, and yes, he dumped that girlfriend and went back to Utah.
Bull crap. Jeannie didn't call
That's what
him.
He told me. And he also told me that, that's where he got with Pam as well. And started dating Pam. And he said, when Mary said that, they were trying to, sell their daughter, and Pam, didn't realize that she ain't gonna have, she ain't going to be able to just come and get her and see her whenever she wanted to, and all of this. She backed out of it. She wanted somebody else to raise her and her still be mommy. But Donald said, yeah, that was true. They was going to do that, is what he told me. Because, him and Pam, didn't have a lot, and, they thought that the little girl would have a better upbringing, right? And he said, that yeah, Pam backed out due to the fact that she wanted to do it, but she also wanted to keep control, and that wasn't going to happen. So, yeah. So Pam, you're a liar. You are a liar. And we've got two women in two different states that
Right
don't
here,
even know
too.
each other. We got Mary in Utah, and we've got Lisa who is in Arkansas. Neither one of these women knew each other, but they did know you. And they knew Candace. And they knew your older daughter that no one wants to mention that had the 2 kids and 2 perverts got put in jail over and they got took. Yeah. You don't want to talk about that. And both of these women said that yes, you did say that Donald did do bad things to his daughter. Yes, absolutely. Both of these women, no 2 women in 2 different states that don't even know each other are going to be able to say the same thing. That's total BS. You was going around saying these things, and then you say, oh, Donald never done nothing bad to me. Why did you have police reports showing that Donald did bad things to you in Utah? Obviously he done bad things. And in Arkansas, Pam, the coffee mug you threw at him and told him to get, his rear end gone and take Candace with him. You didn't do bad things to one another. Sounds to me like you both were doing a whole lot of bad things. And Don Wells said out of his own mouth that the reason he left your ass was because he was in jail and you wasn't trying to even get him out. You was spending all of the money up on substance and was not getting him out, that you had a really bad substance abuse habit. And that's exactly what he told me. So, there.
Okay. So, do you believe PG? Do you believe her? Do you believe that Don told her that? Did Don really tell PG that when his other daughter was little, that he and Pam wanted to sell her because they were having a hard time and they thought she would do better with another family? But Pam backed out of it when she realized she couldn't be with her daughter no more. No, I believe this story because Mary said it, and now Don has told this to PG. And I believe this. Maybe you don't. But here's the thing. Here's my problem. I'm disturbed about this. If he did it once before, if Don Wells tried to sell a child before, a little infant, for whatever reason, whether it was drugs or money, whatever, then he could do it to this daughter. I don't care what anybody says. If he could do it, or even have those thoughts of doing it. He's the one who brings up all these sexual things all the time. Nobody else does. He talks about child trafficking. He talks about his daughter being in a motel room, messing with a guy, doing it to a guy. He talks about her being tortured. He talks all these things. And the more and more that I listen again and hear some of these creators sharing different videos that they've done about the case, I'm sorry, Don Wells, I truly believe was home. That he was home around 3 o'clock, just like Jenna said. That Candace told her that Don was home at 3 o'clock. And I truly believe that the story is scripted and they all sat down to discuss the story they were going to tell about Summer being missing. There's no, it's just all the same, and it doesn't have any content to it. I'm sorry. That's just not, that's not all there is to it, Candace and Don. Like I told you before, if Candace picked up Don on her way home when Summer was in the back seat, sleeping or drugged or whatever, when Summer was in the back seat of her grandma's truck and Candace was going down the road, she could have easily picked up Don anywhere. Didn't he say he went to Dollar General for lunch? What if he picked her up? Because then he could say, yes, I did go to Dollar General. See, if the vehicle was there. I believe that because the vehicle, what do you call it, with the Starlink there, I believe that it's possible that Don left it there for an alibi so it wouldn't catch him going. And Candace went for a ride, took him home with her, and they took Summer somewhere, and then he went back to Dollar General. That's what I believe. Or he transferred her back, met Candace somewhere, but I just believe that something went on like that. I mean, Prayer Garden shows Don, his face. Hold that picture of Don. She actually had it on there tonight. I believe it was, let me see here. Yeah, she started at the beginning what she said. It was actually Don. She had a recording of Don. You can go back and watch it. But she says, but it has Don on there. And it shows the picture of him holding Summer. And he looks like he has a red face and tears in his eyes. And he said that was the last time he's seen Summer, the day before that day or the day before. And he looked so sad. And Summer looked sad. And I mean, he admits that that was the last time he seen her and that he got an angel premonition, whatever, Don, that I don't think angels are talking to you. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're a backslidden heathen if you ever even knew the Lord. So you are not getting no angel talking to you unless it's of a different realm. I'm sorry that something was going to happen to Summer. I mean, yes, you can have thoughts like, feelings, things like that, but I'm sorry, no angel told you that. And it just sounds very suspicious. Here's this picture of you sad, holding on to her. It's the same picture. And then you got her dancing in front of a for sale barrel in the rain. And it sounds like you're prompting her. You guys are prompting her on, or Candace is. There's just a lot of suspicious things and bad things that you've said that makes everybody believe that you guys have done something to Summer. I mean, come on. It's not normal. People trying to justify that, oh, what's the big deal? Don showered with his daughter. Well, it's not a big deal, really. But it is, because she's only she's 5, and she should not be seeing her father's anatomy. Period. I mean, they're starting to get curious, and that is not cool. And another thing is, I could see if it was a baby or even 1 or 2, 3, but you're getting up there in age where they, are figuring things out, and Summer knew a lot of stuff. So you're not going to tell me that's inappropriate, and especially inappropriate for someone who's been accused of SA of a 5-year-old in his past, of his own stepsister. So I wanted to show you guys all that tonight and talk to you about that, because I find it rather strange and interesting that Don told Swear Garden, that yes, him and Pam did think about, selling their daughter up for adoption, selling her for adoption, hard up on their money, couldn't give her anything. So, I'm sorry, but if that's the truth, and if you attempted that before, that could be very well what went on right now. And listen, anybody can support Donna Candace Wells if they want, but this is not no dang game of Clue. This is not even rocket scientists. These are a couple drug using, alcohol using convicts who've been in and out of prison, lost kids before for abuse and neglect, have had, Candace is, like I said, pulled a rifle out on the CPS. Don's been in trouble and he's done bad things. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that something went down at their house with all the people coming in and out who were shady, everything going on. So I think if you do defend Donna Candace, then you're strange. I don't care. I think something's wrong with these people. And sometimes I think these creators that defend SA, don't want to talk about it, freak out and say that, nothing like that could be a possibility and how terrible to talk like that. I think they got that going on in their own homes and in their own life. I'm sorry, I do. Because anybody that would defend that kind of stuff, there's something wrong going on upstairs, okay? So anyways, I just thought that it was interesting that Prayer Garden had that on. And I also thought it was interesting that Candace doesn't seem to mind, getting on there even though the judge tells her no. So they must not want their kids back that much, because I'll tell you what, I would not want to do anything to jeopardize that. If I was innocent and I wanted my kids back, I would not jeopardize it. Would you? Heck no. But they are. They are definitely jeopardizing it. And I don't know what Grandis is doing back around. It's weird. She just hops in and out. It's weird that Don has to run the show of this abduction, you know what I mean? He has to be the one that talks about it all the time, even though he was nowhere around, supposedly, which we know he was. I don't care. I don't care how many people hate me, dislike me, whatever. I'm not on here for clicks or views. I just want to state my opinion and talk about it and tell you about my suspicions, because they could be right, I'm not saying I am right. I'm not saying I'm anything special, because my God, I'm not. I'm just an old lady. Never brag about who I am, but I'll tell you, you never know. There's a lot of people like my subscribers and a lot of other creators who are very good, who believe in my point of view, who do believe that Don and Candace have done something. If they prove me wrong, like I said, I'll send them a donation, a check and a donation, and I'll give them a formal apology. But I don't believe I'll ever have to pay that, so it don't matter. And I just gotta say this, I get kind of tired of hearing about, Hawkins County ain't doing their job, why ain't they on this, blah, blah, blah. Listen, in about, I would say over a month, just 1 month of this case, I heard a whole bunch of creators saying how they called TBI, how they called Hawkins County, calling the sheriff, calling the detective, leaving messages with bull crap bull crap. You know, no wonder they send you job applications and are irritated with you. Come on. Why would you bombard them with nonsense? They're not going to work any faster because you gave them a phone call. And another thing is, TBI is in charge of Summer Wells' case. And the FBI, it was handed in the card team. It was handed over to them a long time ago. Sheriff Lawson will make an arrest if that ever happens. That's his job. It's not his job to do all these other things. TBI is a really great agency. And they are going to do, honest to God, they're going to do whatever they can to arrest the people that took Summer Wells or did something with her. And they're going to find her. And they're going to arrest the people, whether it's Don and Candace or not. It doesn't matter. They're going to find out who did this. And you're going to be in bad trouble. And I want to remind Candace and Don of something. Megan Boswell was indicted, I believe, on 11 counts of false statements for lying to the police. So that was the first thing that they indicted her on for baby Evelyn. So, just so you know, you can be indicted for lying and giving false things. The grand jury can indict you for that. Whatever they decide, however charge, whatever they're going to do, they'll put it on you. Also, but I do think they're going to solve this. And I do believe people are going to be held accountable. And I have a strong feeling that all the Wells family are probably involved in this. Another thing that bugs me, you know, I don't really get into Jody Sue very much. I don't watch Jody Sue very often. I have, gone on her videos. Have said, tried to be kind to her, say nice things to her. I'm not a defender of hers. I don't know if she's suspect or not. But I don't think I need to be ignorant to her. But I will say one thing about her tonight. Is that I heard her the other day talking about the Wells having a conversation, the boys, and the looks on their faces and what they were talking about. Come on, Jody Sue. I think you're just bullcrapping people. I think you've been bullcrapping people from day one. Because you cannot see people and hear them that well from where you live. I actually had a video that showed how long it went from your house to Don and Candace when you go down the road. And so, yeah, you can cut through the field or whatever, but you make it sound like you can hear real good conversations. And let me tell you, I got a neighbor that lives across the field. I only have a couple trees. I'm just right directly, and I cannot hear their conversation. I cannot see their faces. So I think you're full of it. And I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm just saying I think you're full of it with a lot of these stories that you've come out with. And sometimes I think Jody Sue just says stuff so people will run with it, and give people something to talk about. She has made people a lot of money off her stuff. I don't know why, if she, wants them to do that, but a lot of people spend a lot of time talking about her, and they've made a lot of money on their channel from views, just, on her alone. So, but I'm not going to really get into her too much because I don't really believe her that much, okay? I don't think that she's, I think she just put herself in this case maybe for attention or whatever. So I don't really buy Jody Sue's whole thing in this. I really don't. You know, if she's suspicious, she is. If she had a part in it, it's all gonna come out, you guys. Seriously, it's all gonna come out, everything. But it's just crazy. But like I said, I don't think it takes a big giant trying to figure this thing out. I don't. I think it's pretty simple. I think we can see clearly from all the stuff that's gone on that there's only a couple choices here. And now it's just about finding Summer and the evidence to go with it. And I want to remind everybody to go back and listen to Detective Pruitt's video again. And he said that they would need some kind of physical evidence to bring charges, that they're looking for something, anything that they can use in court to bring a charge. So, and I do believe they think Don and Candace are suspicious. I think they've been suspicious of them since day one. I think they're watching them, and I think they're going to figure everything out. It just takes time sometimes. I mean, man, some of these cases, Lori and Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell are still, they're just now going to trial, my Lord. We've been waiting a long time for some of these people. I know I waited like, I don't remember. I think it was like 3 or 4 years for the Pike County murders. I was waiting for that trial. And for everything to come together, so you just don't know. Just don't worry. I do believe they're going to get in trouble, and I do believe these parents will get in trouble, at the very least, for neglect and if they abuse the boys. And the boys will talk, Don and Candace. They will talk. They're getting happier and happier, and they're going to talk about things, so, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. You know, I find that very concerning. Not only did Mary tell us, but if Don's going to tell us out of his own mouth, really, if he told Prayer Garden that, like he tries to deny things. And, you know, his ex there, Pamela, she's something. She tries to deny that. But I do believe Mary and Jeannie, and I believe Mary told the truth about this, and that the family knows about what they tried to do with their first child or whatever, second child, I don't know. But anyways, it's probably what happened to Summer. So, I mean, if you could be that cold and not even care to be able to do that, ever to even think about it, then what's to stop you from selling a 5-year-old? You know? I mean, I don't know. But, you know, I have a hard time believing that Don did anything to hurt Summer. Like, I don't think he killed her or anything like that. Because I do believe he really loved her. And usually people who are perpetrators, they wouldn't want to lose their victim anyways. But I do believe that he did love his daughter. And that this is upsetting him. But, you know, really, when you see that picture of him on Prayer Gardens, I know you've seen it. He's holding Summer in his arms. And her back's towards us. And the look on his face, he looks like he regretted it. And when you think about what Dudley said, that Dudley said the day before, and that's when he was holding his daughter that day, Dudley said that he looked like he just lost his best friend. Like he was torn up and he was really upset. And look at how he got rid of Dudley. So Dudley, wouldn't be able to know that Don was gone that day. Nobody was around, so Don could pretty much do whatever he wanted. It was all planned out from the beginning. I truly believe that. So, anyways, you guys, I'm not going to stand here all night. I'm on here long enough. But man, there's some crazy stuff, drama in the Summerwells case. Some people just fighting, and I don't even care, I mean, there hasn't been anything really much, new to report in the Summerwells case. And, I don't want to just come out here and say something, but that really shocked me. Just to say something, just to keep people stringing along, like there are creators who do that. They'll just keep, put out whatever. The littlest thing, but, I'm just saying to you that this concerned me when I heard it. So, check it out. Listen to it again a couple times, and you decide whether you believe Prayer Garden, whether you believe Mary, if this is true or not. Then there's a very good chance Summer's been, that happened to Summer. I mean, what would, come on. It's kind of weird, all of it. Don always talks about places that he's seen where they trafficked kids and just all that kind of crap. And then he acts like she was trafficked. So that's what makes me think, that maybe that's what happened to her. I hope not. I love Summer Wells. I don't want anything bad to have ever happened to her. I hope she was never abused. I hope they don't find anything bad. I hope they find her alive. I hope they find that she's okay. After this long, almost 2 years, you guys, there is no proof of sign of Summer Wells. And so they're going to get down to something here pretty soon. So keep believing, keep praying. Pray that someone will find Summer Wells, that wherever she is, it'll be uncovered, exposed. Somebody will tell something. The boys will say something. Pray that way, that the Lord would let one of those things happen. So, all right, you guys. Have a good night. I rambled on enough. Have a good Sunday tomorrow. God bless you. Love you. Bye.